Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm installing a 30-gallon GSW Space Saver electric water heater, and I'm going to be using some solderless plumbing couplings, so I decided that now would be a good time to do a comparison video on some of these solderless plumbing couplings. Now this first coupling is a Watts Quick Connect solderless coupling. It's a 1/2-inch coupling, and I'm going to be using this one. I've never used one of these before, but I'm going to be using 2 of these to connect the water heater to the hot and cold pipes. I'm going to trust it to connect the hot and cold pipes to the water heater. Now this is a reusable coupling. It installs without tools. I noticed one thing, and that is that it's not rated for polybutylene pipe, but since I'm connecting PEX pipe to copper, it is rated for both of those, and it will do the job. It seems pretty simple to use, so we'll see how it goes. Now the only thing that I can see that could be a possible problem with these couplings is that these collet clips, these C-clips, could be accidentally pulled out if they were to get caught in clothing, or if some little fingers were to get a hold of them. If you're going to use them, you may want to install them where kids can't get at them. And the one thing in common with all of these couplings, no matter which type that you're using, is that the pipe end has to be square and true, and it's a good idea to make sure that all the burrs are removed. That way you'll avoid any leaks. It should fit nicely into the coupling. As with most jobs, making sure that the parts are clean is very important. Now these couplings are commonly referred to as shark bite couplings, and that may actually be the brand name. In any case, they're very easy to use, and they are durable. These 2 particular couplings have been in use for 10 years. I'm also going to be using a new coupling and adding a couple more connections here. These are the easiest couplings of all to use. You don't have to have any tools at all. But if you're going to be removing the coupling, you do need a special tool. Now this type of coupling is the oldest design of the 3, and I'm not even sure if they make these anymore, but it is actually my favorite, and you can still get them on the internet every now and then. They are available for sale. If you're lucky enough to have one of these couplings, you can reuse them, and here's a tip that I'm going to show you for being able to reuse these couplings. The first thing you got to do, of course, is to get this little plastic collar off, and then you have to get this metal ring off the pipe. And the metal ring is kind of difficult to get off because it's made to slide in one direction only. So the best way that I've found to do it is to cut the pipe right behind the metal ring and then just push the metal ring off the pipe, and it comes off pretty easy once you cut the pipe right behind the ring. And then you can also slide the plastic collar off the pipe too. And there you have it. That came off pretty easily, and as you can see, the metal ring is still intact and can be reused. And I'm going to slip it onto this PEX pipe. Now the first thing to do, of course, is to put the nut on the pipe, because once you put the ring on, you'll never be able to get the nut on. At this point, I'd like to say that all of these solderless couplings work the way they were intended to, and when they were installed properly, they didn't leak. And there you have it. You've now reused, in my opinion, what was one of the best solderless plumbing couplings ever made. Now, if you found this video entertaining, informative, or helpful in some way, please don't forget to like it, and you could also share it if you want, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.